Are we okay? We got to fucking... We've got to do the fucking shit that we need for fucking drug abuse. No! No! Are you listening? Oh, you're gonna like this. You're really gonna fucking like this.
I have a couple of predators I absolutely hate. I'm talking about hate. Now there's funny and scary, and then there is rage-inducing. And some of them cross over. But scary and rage-inducing, that's the guy I'm about to talk about. This may be a quick, short video. I don't know. It depends on how pissed off I get. Now, I had a bunch of stats. Most of the freaking predators that happen are 18 to 55 years old. I think Lauren will be a predator for the rest of his life. I don't think that age group matters. And that's a huge age group, so keep that in mind. During COVID, the number of these psychos that contacted little kids shot up 100%, or damn close to it. This world is messed up. Now, there are multiple types of predators. And Victor Wells, that's who I'm talking about, he fits in to the producer and the voyager. The producer, he wants to produce his own, stuff, if you know what I'm saying, with his camera. And the voyager, those are the ones who actually travel. The first kind, slipped my mind, can't remember what it's called. They're the ones who reach out and they want the teenagers or whoever to produce their own videos. Yeah, those guys. As I said before, my daughter was 10 and guys from India were contacting her for pictures of her feet. 10-year-old girl. It's sickening. But they're out there. Victor showed up to the decoy's house with Wendy's for her, yep, you guessed it, Mike's Hard Lemonade, and a condom. This guy looks like Shrek as well. Complete loser. I can't imagine any young girl would want it. But then again, these groomers are slick. They even tell them their real age, because there are lots of filters and lots of fun little things on TikTok. They can make these little videos and send it to them. So if they made To Catch a Predator today, there probably wouldn't be, at first he says he's 39, then he said he's 47. They found out later he's actually 91. Like Robert, the twitchy predator. He said he's 21, I think it was, but he's actually 61. I mean, come on, man. He wasn't too bright either. I actually think he could be the next Lauren. I'm pretty sure he's dead by now, but he could have been the next Lauren. Contact him, his ego, I mean, just the gall of somebody that's 61 telling some kid that they're 21. It's pretty sad. And Lauren is pretty sad. But why do I hate Victor Wells? He went after a 12-year-old, and that's strike one. Strike two is when Chris confronted him, and he had all of the evidence, the chat log, he said, Victor, I'm paraphrasing here, she's 12. Well, I mean, anyone can say they're any age on there. Yeah, but she told you she's 12. Well, what indication did she give you that she's not 12? Well, she didn't give me any indication either way. That is some Lauren logic, Laurenception there. Ramona, you're sleeping with the doctor. If she answers it for the 100th time, she gets annoyed. But if she doesn't answer it, Lauren will say, you didn't deny it, especially when he's drunk. And he throws out those little fishing things and he wants to insinuate things and he's just looking for a way to pick a fight. And if he knows the women are going to ignore it, he throws it out there anyway. And he basically uses the same thing. You didn't deny it. Well, you didn't tell me either way. Add that on to the Little Prince syndrome I talked about last night as a trait. Because it's a scary one as well. But let's keep going. So then her profile pic looks 12. And Victor has the nerve to say, well, anybody could post any kind of profile pic. Yeah, but she's 12. She looks 12. Yeah, but What kind of 12-year-old will go to an adult chat room? Alright, let's back up. She said she was 12. She looks 12. And his excuse is what Lauren's excuse was, or one of them. What kind of 12-year-old would go into an adult chat room? These pedos, they don't understand that these kids want to be grown up, and that's why they fall for a lot of their crap. These groomers, these kids want to grow up too fast. They want to feel like they're one of the cool kids. They want to feel like, yeah, I'm one of the big kids now. And you take advantage of that, Victor. And you didn't even realize, you didn't even understand that these kids are going to go into things they're not supposed to. I mean, hell, today kids can go to any of the adult sites and, are you 18? Click yes. And boom, they're in. How can you be that dumb? And that, like Lauren, he couldn't even tell that the decoy had different pictures. He couldn't even tell, maybe he could, I don't know, that Casey Morrow wasn't 13 and didn't even have the same color hair. He's so desperate and dumb. And Victor, I think in his mind, he was just trying to come up with an excuse. But then again, Victor may have been so desperate and had this little control fantasy that he was willing to just tell him that to make himself feel better. I picture it like this. You got people like Lauren who are so desperate. Well, let's take someone who's desperate for a friend. And they go into the kitchen and they open up the refrigerator and there are heads in the refrigerator. Now, the leap in logic would be, well, anybody could have heads. You know, a doctor, maybe he's doing some experiments. Or maybe they're fake, they're Halloween props. I don't know. I didn't ask about them. By the end of this freaking interview with Victor, Chris gets angry. Come on, who are you talking to here? What, do you think I'm stupid? She said she was 12 multiple times. You even were concerned that she was a cop or a parent. You were concerned that she was too young. You played the protector. And her picture showed that she was 12. She didn't give you any indication whatsoever that she was not 12. And he admits it for a second. And then this dumbass goes, well, I thought it was all role play, role chat, a fantasy thing. So he admits that he has fantasies about a 12-year-old girl. Jesus, man, you're not even smart enough to come up with bullcrap lies that could possibly get you out of the situation in your mind. You come up with this crap. And he goes back to well, she didn't say either way. So that's why I hate him. I hate him with a passion. He made me angry because he denied it. A lot like Jerry Griffith, but I thought Jerry Griffith was funny, Said her name was 22, her name was Adriana. When you announce a girl, when you introduce your girl, as Lauren would call him, or your woman, sorry, and you're like, hey, this is Bobby, she's 18. Why would you need to announce someone's age unless you knew you were guilty, Jerry? But that was Victor. Told she was 12, looks 12, never had any reason to suspect she wasn't 12, was concerned she was an adult, was a protector, tried to go into full grooming mode, went there to meet her with a camera. That should be an instant. Lock the door, throw away the key. I hate this bitch. You son of a bitch, as Lauren would say. This 49-year-old cockfuck. But that's my video today. I hate Victor Wells. I hope he burns in hell. I know that's vindictive, but I watched it again and I felt my blood boil. I know last night on Winnie's boyfriend/husband Cod Bar, they were talking about, Clifford Waller. He's up there too. And Hamburger, after I found out what he did to his nieces and his own daughter, I believe, where him and his brothers or cousins, I don't know, they did some things to these little girls that deserve for them to burn in hell as well. I love you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I hope this helps to kill time on your Tuesday.